that casualty list? Why you're going for the last long ride while the rest of the gang's moving into action? You knew plenty about fighting, got your share of Germans, but you wound up counted out because you didn't learn the thing that makes the difference between an ordinary soldier and a first-class fighting man. And that is that you've got to be on your toes, not only in battle, but before battle and after battle. Let's go back and visualize what happened. Your outfit had a tough fight yesterday. You were out there dodging lead for hours. But you kept on driving forward, and you and your outfit took your objective on schedule. And then the old man gave you a chance to catch a couple hours rest. You came in dead tired. Threw down your rifle, your helmet, your mask, and fell in a heap. You were asleep before you hit the ground. You were sound asleep, unaware of what had passed or what might come. And now you're on a stretcher heading west. The man on your right, he knew that even asleep, a soldier's mind must be half awake. He must be able to come alive, to know instantly where his equipment is. Reach for it even before his eyes are open. Before he went off into that well-earned rest, his rifle, his mask, his helmet, all of his fighting tools were where he could snatch them without a second's loss. He's a top-notch soldier. Awake and asleep, he's alert. Alertness means many things. It can mean the speed and shiftiness of a back tight-roping down a sideline. The ability to use your muscles and mind quickly and cleverly. Or it can mean patience. The ability to endure long, tiresome waiting. Perhaps for many minutes on end, to decide whether a dark blur in the landscape is a bush, a corpse, or a sniper. Gunpowder and steel are not the only things you fight with. Your brain is a weapon. Your 5 senses used correctly are weapons. On parade, all is precision, cadence. Heads up, eyes straight ahead. Your feet take care of themselves on parade. But out here, your feet demand a little help from your eyes. Your eyes must seek out the enemy and any sudden death he may have placed in your path. If you forget your eyes, if you don't use them constantly, you're forsaking one of your greatest safety devices, and it may cancel your serial number. Your girl may think your ears stick out, but the more they stick out, the better off you are when your life depends upon them. One more name for the enemy casualty list. A victim of keen hearing and alert action. Wire cutting is no picnic. It requires skill, care, caution, and above all, silence. Wire is sure to be covered by machine guns. The slightest sound may start them hammering. A soldier must be vigilant, on the lookout for anything. He must be careful where he puts his weight. Barbed wire entanglements are good spots for anti-personnel mines. When his sense of touch comes to his aid, when he feels something with his hand or foot, he'd better not fiddle with it or kick it, or he may provide another job for the Graves registration. Alertness means lightning reaction, hitting the dirt fast when you have to. guts enough to stay put when your job calls for it. Alertness means getting the jump on your enemy. Moving fast and first. Alertness means being alive to the meaning of things on the battlefield. A blasted machine gun nest may be just that. Or it may be a suck-in, a perfect setup for a trap, bait for a sniper. In combat, things are not always what they seem. Probably are not. The Japs are well trained in treachery. This might be a legitimate surrender. And it might not be. The alert soldier is prepared for either. He'll spot this sort of Jap trick every time.
Come on out, you bastards!
The alert soldier knows that the Japs are great on hocus-pocus tactics, and that plenty of dead Japs are counterfeits. They play corpse until the stage is set, and then come to life with a vengeance. The alert fighting man knows an American helmet may conceal an enemy skull. The sharp, smart soldier moves cautiously, suspicious of everything, even suspicious of a voice in his own language, whispering something like, "Hey, buddy, come here a minute." He isn't fooled by familiar sights, and he isn't tricked by familiar sounds. He's on the beam and ready for them. The Japs set the stage all right, but the American brought down the curtain. His five senses and his brain making use of them, that's a combination no good soldier abandons ever. Like the law of the jungle, war is the survival of the fittest. The soldier who is alert is like the leopard stalking his prey, intensely acute, aware of every movement, every sound, every odor. He stops dead, freezes. He tests his weight. He stays in the shadows, blends with the natural surroundings. He walks slowly, stealthily. There's no pat formula for keeping on your toes. It's coupling the intelligence of the human with the instincts of an animal. When you're patrolling and when you're sleeping, when you're out of combat or under fire, it's using your mind and your body and your senses all of the time for every purpose. It's hearing with your eyes and seeing with your ears. It's knowing that the slightest thing can be of the utmost importance. A twig snaps. A leaf falls. A Jap dies. And a good American soldier moves on.